The sun hung low over the red dust roads of the village as Amara balanced the basket of cassava on her head. She moved quietly, gracefully, and unnoticed. The world around her was noisy with laughter and gossip, but she had learned to live softly. She was only 16, raised by her grandmother since her mother, Maya, had left for the city years ago. Life was simple, humble, and predictable. Across the narrow street lived Reina. She was loud, charming, loved by everyone. She wore the brightest dresses. Then one afternoon, the ground of their little village seemed to shake. A shiny black car rolled in, polished and perfect. Everyone came running. Maybe it's Reina brother from the city, someone shouted. But the car stopped right in front of Amara's house. The driver stepped out of the car and opened the door, and there she was, Maya, beautiful, elegant, wrapped in city confidence and soft perfume. Amara froze. The mother she barely remembered stood before her, smiling with tears in her eyes. Come home with me, Maya, she said softly. It's time you see the world beyond this place. The village buzzed. Raina stood still, her pride wilting like a flower in heat. Amaya couldn't stop staring at the city, the lights, the cars, the buildings that kissed the clouds. Her mother's house, a massive white mansion, looked like something from her dream. Two children rode bicycles in the yard, Aiden and Alia, her half-siblings. They ran to their mother and hugged her tightly, along with Amaya. Maya smiled and turned towards them. These are your brother and sister, she said, and this is your big sister, Amira. They hugged her tightly. For the first time, Amara felt part of something bigger. That night, she lay in her new room, soft bed, shiny floor, a wardrobe full of new clothes. It was like she was waking up inside her dream. But deep inside, she wondered why her mother looked at her sometimes with the eyes that seemed heavy, like she was carrying something nobody could see. The next week, Amara began to notice small things. Her mother took mysterious phone calls at night. When Amara entered the room, the conversation always stopped. And once, she had seen Maya standing at the bedroom window, crying silently. One evening, as Amara passed by the study, she heard voices. Maya's voice, low and sharp. I don't want him near her. Amara's heart pounded. Who were they talking about? When she tried to ask her mother the next day at breakfast, Maya smiled tightly and said, some things are better left in the past, Amara. Days later, Maya announced a family trip, a little vacation, she said. You will love it. They flew first class to Lume Island, the kind of paradise Amara had only seen in magazines. The ocean was crystal clear, the air soft and sweet. Amara ran to the balcony, her laughter carried by the wind. For the first time, she saw her mother truly smile again. Maybe, Amara thought. The past didn't matter anymore, but paradise always has a way of hiding storms. One night, Amara couldn't sleep. She wandered outside, followed the sound of voices coming from the villa. It was Maya, arguing with a tall man in dark suit. His voice was full of anger. You think bringing her here changes what you did? She deserves to know the truth. Please, Maya begged. Don't tell her. Not here, not now. Amara stepped closer, the sand cold under her feet. Tell me what, she said softly. Both adults froze. Maya turned, tears flowing down her eyes. The man stared at Amara. His expression was full of pain and regret. I'm your father, Amara, he said finally. Amara blinked, confused. No, my father died before I was born. The man shook his head. That's what your mother wanted you to believe. Maya sobbed. I was 16, Amara. He was my employer, powerful and dangerous. I tried to protect you and myself. When I found out I was pregnant, I had to run away. She dropped to her knees. I built this life because I wanted to keep you safe. But I should have told you the truth. The wave crashed hard against the rocks. Amara stood froze, her heart breaking. The truth hurt more than any other lie. But somehow, she felt closer to her mom than ever before. The next morning, Amara watched the sunrise over Lume Island. Her mother stood beside her quietly. Amara finally spoke. You did what you had to do, Mama. You were just a girl. Maya turned, eyes red from crying. Can you forgive me? Amara smiled softly. You gave me life. That's enough. They hugged each other as the waves rolled in. Past, pain, forgiveness, washing together like salt and sea. The truth may break your heart, but lies break your soul. Forgiveness doesn't erase the past, but it heals it.